Okay, now we have an application here. This application is for Potato Shop and it says, welcome to Potato Shop. We make tasty pizza, burger and fries. And then it is asking, what would you like to eat? Pizza, burger or fries? Let's say I would like to eat pizza. Press enter and now it asks how many. Let's say 2 pizza. And bam, it says pizza order placed. Let's run this application one more time. This time I would like to eat burger. I want, let's say 20 burgers. If I press enter, oh, it says sorry, the available burger limit is 15. So you see, this application is quite practical and it's going to be a great fun doing this example. So let's jump to the editor and start making this application from scratch. On the very first line, we simply need to show the welcome message. Welcome to Potato Shop. We make tasty pizza, burger and fries. Next, we will ask the user the food item he or she wants to order. So we will write input and on the terminal it will say, what would you like to eat? Pizza, burger or fries? So on this line, user will type food item and that will be one of them. Whatever user types, we will store that in a variable. Let's call it food. So this is the food which user wants to order. Next, we need to ask how many. So user will give the quantity and we will store that in variable quantity equals input and that input will simply say how many. Okay, so we are asking the user quantity of the food item and whatever user types, we will store that in this quantity variable. And since we want this quantity to be an integer number, so we will typecast this input function with int and now this quantity will be an integer number. To see what we have done so far, let's run the program. Okay, on the first line, we are printing the welcome message. Next, we are asking the food item and here user can enter the food item. Fine. Next, we are asking the quantity and user can type a quantity here. After giving quantity, the program simply exits. And of course, after giving quantity, we are doing nothing. So far, so good. Okay, now we need to check the food value. If it is pizza, burger or fries. So for that, we will write if food equals pizza. So if user wants pizza, what we will do? Here under if, we will write some code to order pizza. Ignore the error sign for now. We will write this code later. Next, we will write elif. The food is burger. So if user gave burger, in that case, here we will write the code. Again, we will write that logic later. Finally, elif, the food equals fries. And here again, the code to order fries. We are done with all the checks for food. Now let's move to the pizza section. Now here we will write the code to place order for the pizza. For now, I will simply write pizza order placed. Okay, so if user gave pizza for the food, we are simply printing pizza order placed. Let's do the same thing for burger and fries. So if the food is burger, let's print burger order placed. And finally for fries, fries order placed. If we run our program, I would like to order burger and quantity, let's say 3, and the program says burger order placed. It looks fine. Let's rerun the program now. Burger again. Imagine if I type a very long number here for the quantity. For example, now if I press enter, bam, it says burger order placed. And it makes no sense at all because this quantity is not possible for Potato Shop. Now this is the last thing which we have left in our program, and that is we need to define some limits for pizza, burger and fries. So let's get back to the editor. Now to define limits for all 3 food items, we will create 3 variables on the top. For the pizza, we can create the variable, let's say pizza limit. And let's say the Posito owner says, hey chef, I can provide only 10 pizzas at the moment. So set the limit to 10. Let's set the burger limit to, let's say, 15. Fries limit, for example, 30. Okay, we have defined the limits for our food items. Now it is the time to apply these limits to the user quantity. So if the quantity user gave for the pizza is less than or equal to the pizza limit, means if the quantity is less than or equal to 10, that is the case, we will say pizza order placed. Okay, so now this line will only execute when this condition will be true. Otherwise, we will simply say, sorry, the available pizza limit is, and here at the end we will put the pizza limit variable. Since it is integer, we will typecast it to string to make it part of this whole string. Now let's do the same thing for burger. If quantity the user gave for burger is less than or equal to burger limit, we will print burger order placed. Otherwise, we will say, sorry, the available burger limit is, and at the end burger limit variable. And finally for fries, if quantity is less than or equal to fries limit, order will be successful, otherwise order will fail. Now the code for our application is complete. Now let's take a look. Let's say burger, 5 burgers. Okay, it says burger order placed, fine. Let's run it again. Burger, let's say I want to order 50 burgers. Sorry, the available burger limit is 15. So now our application is pretty sensible and it does not allow the user to order beyond the limits. Well, of course, this is not a perfect application. There are many issues in this application which I would like you guys to solve. Let me point out some issues for you. For example, if I write burger like this and press enter, okay, it asks how many. I type 1, press enter, nothing happens. Why is that? Actually, the problem is our program is not smart enough. It expects the burger exactly like this, all lowercase letters. So it should accept burger written like this or this. So it should not be case sensitive. The second issue is, let's say I give a food item which is not available. For example, sandwich. It says how many. Wait a second. Sandwich is not available, right? So if user is trying to order sandwich, why the heck I'm asking how many? In fact, instead of saying how many, it should simply say, sorry, sandwich is not available. That's the second issue I want you guys to resolve.